Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Ginger Flicks. I'm Josh.
I'm Joey.
And we are your co-hosts. Today, we have a special guest with us.
Marissa.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome.
Welcome. How you been?
Thanks, I'm good.
Marissa's a very good friend of ours, and she came to watch the movie with us that we saw today.
And what
we're
going to
talk about.
What did we see, folks?
Birds of Prey, the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn. You have thoughts.
I do.
You have many thoughts.
I do.
All right. So start going. We're good, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry,
what's up?
I was worried I didn't.
No, you're good. You're good.
So for me, before we actually dive into the film,
all right,
there are things I did like about this movie.
Okay, let's go around the table and say what we liked. So, Marissa, what did you like about the movie?
Great soundtrack.
It's true. The music was awesome.
I will say, yeah, some of the soundtrack was quite good.
Mm-hmm. I liked some of the editing. Oh, do I only get one?
No, keep going.
Okay, sorry.
You can only be one.
I liked.
You get one compliment.
The editing of a lot of the fight sequences, and then they would like incorporate like a slow-mo scene in the middle of it, and that it passed the Bechdel test.
That's true. It's one of the few.
The what?
The Bechdel test.
Or Bechdel-Wallace. Have you ever heard this before?
No.
He's never heard it. Marissa, I'll let you feel this.
Okay, I don't know the exact, but basically it's like a representation of women in film and television. So it's like, it's like the percentage that women are seen on screen. Oh. And is there, more than two women? Are they introduced? Like, are their characters introduced? You know their names?
Well, this was all women.
Yes.
This whole movie was just women.
Yeah. So, and then
you sound upset.
No. No. Don't twist it. Don't twist it.
Don't get it twisted.
It was a lot of fun, but I really like I love Margot Robbie's performance. I think she does a great job as Harley Quinn. I mean, she was, to me, one of the few bright spots in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And she continues to stay in form with this character, and she really does a good job of embodying Harley Quinn and what we know about Harley Quinn, and her version of Harley Quinn is very well done. I liked almost everybody's performance, really, in terms of just... there were some where I thought they could have been better, but all in all, I thought everybody did a pretty good job with this movie. I mean, I liked watching. I liked what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, from what I liked, I'll tell you, I liked some of the performances. Margot Robbie is doing a great job with the character. To be honest, though, if you haven't watched the Harley Quinn DC animated show...
I actually watched the first episode today.
That, to me, is Harley Quinn. Like, they are killing it with that one. But for a film, we've only seen Margot Robbie. And she's got that accent. She's got her demeanor down. And she's really fun to watch. And she kicks butt. Like, I'll say that. She kicks butt, and she's awesome.
The fight sequences were really good in this, I thought.
I thought they were going to be better, to be honest.
Really?
To be honest.
Wow.
Well, there were just certain things. I don't know. There were certain things. But, like, I liked the Huntress. What's her name? Oh, my gosh. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I just wanted to see more of her. She was in it for such a short amount of time. And I liked, what's her name? Journey Smollett-Bell, who played Black Canary. Thought she was great.
Yeah.
I thought, again, for, they are diversifying the character because, Dinah Lance is typically blonde hair, blue eyes character. This Journey Smollett-Bell is a black girl. But she killed it. She was awesome. Like, it has no relevance on the color of someone's
the
skin.
casting was non-issue.
I thought she was great.
Regard.
And then for me, I loved Ewan McGregor. I thought, to me, out of everyone in the cast, he was having the most fun.
I'll be honest with you. Every time he does an American accent, I get weirded out by it.
Yeah.
I can't stand his American accent.
Well, I will say this. I actually don't mind his American accent in some things. it did sound a little off for me in this one, but I still thought he was having like a great time with the movie. But I just watched Doctor Sleep. I saw it in the theaters, right? And he's supposed to play an American. He's grown up. Do you guys know Doctor Sleep?
I'm not familiar with it. No.
Do you know Doctor Sleep?
Anyway, keep going.
Doctor Sleep is the sequel to The Shining.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he plays the grown-up Danny Torrance, and he's got an American accent, and it sounded fine. Like, so it is weird because, to be honest, it's weird when you see him interviewed and he's got the Scottish accent. You know, because you think of him as Obi-Wan or in Moulin Rouge or something like that.
Yeah, he had him not having his Scottish accent, right? That happens with a lot of actors. Sometimes you see 2, 3, 4 projects with them where they're using like an American accent, and then all of a sudden you hear an interview, you're like, what?
Well,
that guy's British?
Christian Bale did it to me for like so many times.
I don't know. I always knew he was British, but every movie he did was American for so long, from in like the late 90s, early 2000s, up until he did Reign of Fire where he was British, but like no one really saw that.
Yeah,
and then he does Batman for so long, and then The Fighter, and he wins the Oscar and all that, and then all of a sudden, John Connor, all these big roles.
You see these,
and then you see him interviewed, and you're like, oh, this guy's Welsh.
He nails the American accent so well.
He nails every dialect or accent of American.
He's a very good like accent actor.
Yeah, he can.
He's really good at that. And I don't know if Ewan McGregor in this movie was doing it on purpose, but it's like I've heard his American accent before, and it was so much better. Like even when I watched him in Men Who Stare at Goats.
Oh, I've never seen that.
It's pretty funny, right? Mm-hmm. The funniest line to me, for whatever reason, it's going to be obvious when I finally say it, is like George Clooney's like, yeah, I'm like the Jedi of the army, and just Ewan McGregor saying the line, wow, a real Jedi, just makes me laugh so hard because he's friggin' Obi-Wan.
Yeah, of course. So I guess with his accent with this one, I mean, it was a little, it sounded off in certain scenes, but besides that, because a lot of times for that, like with Gerard Butler, that will bug me. I'll be like, oh my God, so just why don't you just do your normal accent?
Gerard, just pick an accent.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
But with this, it didn't bug me as much, or really at all, to be honest. I did notice it didn't bug me because I felt that his character, first of all, that he was having a lot of fun with the character. And number two, he had moments where he was actually pretty terrifying. Like you saw, like, for people listening, there's going to be spoilers in this because we're going to talk about certain things.
I didn't expect it to be... I honestly, I don't even think I looked at the rating before I watched it. Like, what's it rated at?
It's rated R,
right? But
I don't think they leaned into the R rating. I think
they didn't lean. I think they didn't lean into it like Deadpool.
But I think that was part of the problem for me.
Really?
Because I think because again, I watched this Harley Quinn show, which is a hard R. Like there's some
they lean into
crazy violence.
Like within the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Lots of nasty stuff happens. Where this one, I feel like it was rated R because of cursing, maybe? And that's about it. Where
there was some gore.
Very little, though.
Fair enough.
I'd say the goriest part was when they cut the guy's face, but you don't even see it that much.
But fair enough. Marissa, what are your thoughts on this? Because you're one who's not super into gore or whatever. What did you think about this?
I was surprised by a couple of the scenes. But I mean, going...
Like which?
Like the family that was like upside down.
Yeah, that's like the worst scene in the movie.
That one, yeah.
Like in terms of like goriness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it was more like fight heavy, but there was definitely some scenes of goriness where it's kind of like, but again, that's not my usual...
But like even in the fights, there wasn't that much.
No, it was
like when Harley is like fighting that one guy and like breaks his arm, and breaks his leg, like that was nasty.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay,
she broke his leg in 3 places.
I was like, okay, like that was good, but
hurts just thinking about.
You know how they make that sound?
How?
Like when they do Foley, or I've seen this. Do you have a guess?
No, I'm
Do you have a guess?
Go
I'm
for
guessing
it.
they crumple paper or
Like a stalk of celery, and they go.
really.
No.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
I don't know if it's done for this movie.
I'll
but
never
I've seen
think
it.
of celery the same again.
We're just gonna record random film fights and just crack celery.
Yeah.
That's
Add your own foley over top.
I'm
of
gonna be
it.
like, one of these days we'll be like, Josh, give me your arm and just crack celery. And people are like, no, what did he do?
His arm is broken. Yeah, I thought that the face thing was gory.
yeah, and you know what? I didn't even I didn't see it that much. I thought that was gory, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was short.
It happened
but-
really fast.
Mhm. Can I also say that? What was his name? Victor Zsasz.
Victor Zsasz,
Chris,
yeah.
Zsasz?
Yeah.
Chris Messina. The
All I
actor.
can think of is Danny Castellano, because I love Mindy Project and I probably will rewatch it like two or three times.
He's from Mindy
He's the
Project.
doctor.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
like
even know
her
that.
main love
Yeah,
interest.
yeah,
in-
he's like the main guy in
Yeah,
it.
I've never seen him in anything. So.
Oh, and I thought he did a good job,
Oh, he was great as Victor Zsasz. I
but
mean,
that it's hard because that's the. I mean, I
You're-
think
yeah,
seeing
you're
that and maybe
seeing
like
Dan
another
Castellano the whole game.
like another rom com.
Yeah,
and
he's
stuff like
mostly
that.
a rom-com dude,
There's also
right?
like a fair bit of guy liner used in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
thought I'd point that out.
Yeah. Well, that was.
Ewan McGregor's got it. Chris Messina's got
he
it.
had it. He had it in that club scene.
Yeah, when
It's
he
it
makes
was
that,
heavy
yeah.
too. And I was like, okay, why do you got I want to
Gotta
see him
rock the
with the black
guy
mask.
liner.
He's supposed to be playing black mask.
I mean, we got it for like
At the end, yeah.
for 5 minutes.
okay,
tops.
because you're the big comic book guy here. Now
Yeah.
lay into us because you're actually holding back right now.
Well,
Compared to me,
Okay.
anyways, you're a huge comic book guy.
yeah, but you know what? I'm not even a huge Batman comic. A lot of times when I read Batman is either if it's like some really incredible run
Or Superman,
Superman
and Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
But okay, a couple things. First of all, for me, the movie, because I'm all about women empowerment, all that. Look at
Okay.
Wonder Woman. That was a freaking awesome movie, right?
Yeah, it still remains to say that
It's probably in the top 2 or 3,
as far as like DC
of
movies
DC
go,
of
it's up
DCEU.
there. Yeah. Yes.
right? But they're not. They don't make her the heroine or the hero by putting other men or people down. She just is. She has her trials and all that stuff and becomes this hero.
Okay. Yeah.
And they don't say that because she's a woman, all men are terrible. In fact, in the movie, the Amazons do say that, something like that, like, no, we cut off from man's world, blah, blah, blah. But she learns that, no, men are fine. There are some evil men, but
that's true. There are redeeming male characters in
well, her whole team is pretty much guys.
in Wonder Woman,
Right?
Yes.
And then but there's evil men, being Hades, being the other villain.
Yeah.
But there was also that evil doctor woman. Right? So it wasn't just all men are evil and all women are good. And that's kind of what I felt with this movie. It's like all the women, even though they're bad characters, Harley Quinn, she's
a villain.
She's the protagonist.
She's
but
a
villain.
murderer.
She is. The kid, Cassandra Cain, you're rooting for this kid, even though she was so annoying.
Oh, you hated the
I
kid.
couldn't stand
I
this.
liked her.
No, I couldn't stand it. Might have just been the acting choices. I was like, yeah, Harley should be like trading this kid in. Yes, exactly. Trade her in.
I think he whispered to me at one point in the theater, gut her like a fish.
Oh God.
No, I did not say maybe. But no,
Yes. No, I didn't. No. Yes.
no, actually I did that.
And he's like, the kid needs to go.
I did say the kid needs to go.
Oh,
I did
100%. As soon as they were like flashing back to that about like the diamond getting stolen and stuff like that, and I was like, that kid's gonna freaking eat it, and I was right.
Yeah, like you knew it was happening.
Spoiler alert.
I just thought, okay, so first of all, like I said, I don't like the fact that they had to build women up by tearing men down because all the male leads, quote unquote,
Even the leads, even the supporting male.
the first guy
characters.
we see is in this pet store. And she's buying a hyena off Harley's buying a hyena off this guy, and he basically says, "You have to pay me a certain way," implying that she's got to sleep with him or whatever. And then, like mind you, it's funny. You see the hyena eating the guy, right? Eating his shoe or foot or whatever.
I have
But like that
no
was
problem
just
with that.
set up to do that joke. I mean, I think
what you're trying to get at is that it was unnecessary to make every single male character.
Yeah, every single.
terrible.
The cops. I didn't like the way they treated Montoya because, again, now we want to get into comics. Montoya is part of the inner circle with like Jim Gordon and Bullock and stuff like that.
She's a top cop.
She's a top cop. And yeah, she's probably had to struggle being a woman, and that's a big thing right now, and totally respect that. But every single cop was horrible to her. Every single one. Like, not even, there wasn't one cop that was like, hey Montoya, hey Renee, whatever. Like, not one.
That was a really small part of the story. Like the fact.
But they kept doing it a lot though. Every single time she was in the precinct, she was belittled by a man. Every single time. And I was like, come on, there's got to be someone in there that's on her side. All the criminals in the cells when she was trying to get the kid out, all terrible men.
Well, they're criminals.
They're criminals, but again, so is Harley, right?
Yes.
And so, like that really bugged me. And then when we get to Montoya,
that
I didn't
not bother me, for the record.
No, of course.
I was not as aware of this. I was like, yeah.
Well,
you didn't see it.
The women behind us were like laughing their asses off.
Oh, they loved it.
They loved everything. Yeah, like, get it, girl. I was like, yeah, great, okay, cool. Yeah.
I did not hear that either.
Oh, I heard
I heard a few of them.
And I was like, it doesn't matter, because there were, again, getting into the comics, like stuff I didn't like. I didn't like that we didn't see the Joker. It was such a heavy part of her character, and they showed like stuff from Suicide Squad in this movie, but
it was like a profile, not even anything.
It was the back of his head.
Yeah,
that's it.
I think that's like a blatant fuck you though to Jared Leto.
Oh, it definitely is.
Why?
Well,
I didn't see Suicide Squad.
I'm
coming in here with half the information.
I don't know
it's not even that. It's.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know if it's an FU to him or if it's him saying I don't want to be shown.
It could be either one, because I mean they sort of the divorce from the world of this, like the DCEU, and Jared Leto was pretty nasty.
What do you mean?
So when Suicide Squad came out, Jared Leto pretty much said, I did all this great work for this movie, and not even half of it is in the movie. And he was livid.
Oh, because a lot of it got cut?
Yeah, he was he's like, I did so much great work. I spent so many hours on this. And
he was huge in the marketing of that movie.
Yeah, they
wanted to see it because of him.
I would see it because of him.
Right? People wanted to see it. But you know what? At the time, he was big because he had won an Oscar. And then
he did.
And then they were bringing back the Joker, which we hadn't seen since Heath Ledger. So everyone was excited about that, even though he looked weird.
That's design.
But it was styled differently.
That wasn't his personal choice.
I didn't mind his Joker, but at the same time, I was like, you're not playing the Joker. It was almost like he was playing another.
What are you doing?
It's like he was playing another villain.
What?
What's going on?
I'm just trying to take a drink without making noise, without doing this.
That's not celery, folks. That's ice.
Welcome to my ASMR channel.
She wants to do a whole ASMR show. Look out for that.
Just talking like this for like 20 minutes. You would all be asleep after 2. Yeah,
that's the point.
Or titillated. It depends.
Titillated.
She might say inappropriate things. I'm hoping for that.
No, I will not. Don't be gross.
Damn it.
Hunt you in your sleep. What?
Did you say I'll hunt you in your sleep?
Yeah, like Freddy Krueger,
Oh no.
So, okay. Then we get into the title. The title is Birds of Prey. Although the recent marketing, YouTube TV spots, has been Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah?
Which is what it should have been called in the first place. Because the whole movie was about Harley Quinn and a little bit about everyone else.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that it was called Birds of Prey until like a month ago.
Exactly.
What did you think it was called?
I thought it was like called Harley Quinn.
Oh.
But mind you, I might have just seen marketing for the Harley Quinn animated series and thought it was the movie. I mean,
that's true. Yeah, I thought that because I loved, like I said, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who played Huntress, and I loved the girl, like those two stole it. Journey Smollett-Bell, who played Black Canary. I thought they were great, and I wanted to see more of them. And I actually thought that.
Do you have any relation to Jussie Smollett?
I was wondering that, and I don't know.
Oh, I'm just curious. The last name.
I know that Journey Smollett, Jussie Smollett, like
I don't know.
You mean Jussie Smollett?
Smollett,
the French actor.
Who?
Jussie Smollett.
No.
He worked on Empire.
Oh.
He's the fucking worst. I hate you so much.
Look up Chappelle, Sticks and Stones.
Hate you so much.
He does this whole bit.
Okay, but yeah.
So I thought, I love that, and I thought that.
Oh, Jussie Smollett is her brother.
Perfect.
And she married somebody named Josiah Bell, which is how she ended up with Smollett Bell because she hyphenated her last name.
Perfect.
I like
there you
it.
go. That
I like
makes
it a
sense
lot.
to me. I would have liked to see, because I also thought that Rosie Perez, she was enjoyable, but I thought her and that girl, Cassandra Cain, were the two weakest parts of the movie.
You would have. Okay.
I thought they dragged the movie down a bit.
All right, question. Do you think it's an issue of character development or was it an issue of performance?
It could have been both, to be honest.
Because I
thought
know
there was so much character with those two. But they have nothing to do with the Birds of Prey. Like the Birds of Prey, I always thought was like Black Canary, Huntress, Batgirl, stuff like that. And then we don't see.
That's true. I'm kind of surprised they didn't introduce any version of Batgirl in this. And I mean, it's okay, but it would have been nice to see.
Well, who's playing Batgirl? I can't remember, but because in the Batman coming out in a couple years or whatever, you have Jeffrey Wright playing Gordon, and you have Zoe Kravitz playing Catwoman. I don't know if they announced anyone playing Barbara Gordon yet, so that might be it. And that's the thing. So this movie is set in Gotham. A bunch of crap is going down. We don't have any mention of Batman.
None.
And there's no Joker, who is a driving force for Harley in this whole movie. They talk about how he was her protection.
So in other words, it has the exact same problems as Suicide Squad.
Wait, Cassandra Cain becomes a superhero?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a whole bit about that.
Is that Batwoman?
I don't know. I searched Batgirl to try to answer your question.
No. Okay,
and it comes up as Cassandra Cain, fictional superhero, is one of the things.
Because I think Cassandra Cain is Batwoman. Batgirl would be Barbara Gordon. But there was also another Cassandra or Cassie or something that was... Oh, no, never mind. That's Stephanie. So, yeah, okay. So that's another thing I was thinking. I'm like, this child who is so annoying is supposed to be Batwoman?
Apparently, it's one of several characters that has assumed the role of Batgirl. She also goes by the name Orphan in the current DC Comics continuity.
Sure. They mentioned she was a foster child and all that. I would have just really liked to see more of the other Birds of Prey. Like, Black Canary was sick.
Is Huntress going to get her own movie?
No.
You don't think so? Ever?
No.
I would probably...
She's not a big enough character. Her tie-in is Birds of Prey. And I think together, like, it would have been great. I would have loved to just see more teamwork.
So, in other words, you would have liked an actual Birds of Prey movie as opposed to a Harley Quinn movie, because this is what we got.
I would have liked to see a Birds of Prey featuring Harley Quinn. If Harley Quinn has to be the tie-in to bring them into the DCEU, totally cool. But this was advertised as, well, it was advertised as Harley Quinn, but they said it was a Birds of Prey movie. But it wasn't much of them in it. And for me, they were the most entertaining characters.
But here's the thing, right?
Except for the cop.
They're...
Based on your opinion.
They marketed it with Harley Quinn.
Yes, they did. You're right.
They marketed it.
They marketed
it.
So they marketed it with her.
Yes.
So they're just basically now doing what they should have done with the Joker on Suicide Squad, because they used him heavy on the marketing. They did. They sold that movie.
They sold it that he was. Joker. They sold it that he was going to be the villain.
Yeah, they sold it on that. Like,
for me, I'm one of the odd people. I didn't mind it. I knew they really should have made him the villain or something, but they didn't. But I didn't mind that because he's not part of the Suicide Squad. So I didn't mind that he wasn't in it very much. The Suicide Squad was that team.
But he's so handsome.
Not that Joker.
Not the Joker. Sorry, Jared Leto.
No, but not that. Not that
you just
Jared
have
Leto.
a crush on Jared Leto.
No, but not
You
that
just
Joker.
have a crush
either.
on Jared Leto.
He's like 50 years old.
I'm not doubting
No,
that.
40. I don't know, late
40 something.
late 40s, maybe.
So
50.
okay, Marissa, what else did you like from this? Because you're kind of just swooning over Jared Leto over there.
I'm trying to figure out how old he is. 48 years old.
Yeah, he's almost my age.
She continues to swoon.
I'm not swooning. I'm searching for facts, people. I like a facts-based podcast, and I was not provided any facts before this fact-finding
It's more
mission.
like a review kind of thing. We're just talking
I know.
about the
I'm
movie.
just giving you a hard time.
I know you are.
I do not enjoy seeing a movie in D-Box. That I can confirm.
Yeah, that
oh
was
my
that
God.
was a mistake on my part.
I turned
I
mine
was
off.
like, I did. I tried to like turn it down. I thought you could. I was looking
you can.
To be honest, I was looking down a little bit, and then it was when like some action was happening. I was like, damn it,
Getting
Missed
rattled
it.
and rolled.
But yeah, because
The best was I was trying to watch you eat something with that D-box going nuts.
I was like, what? I'm like,
He was trying to eat a
I
hot
got,
dog,
like,
and it was
I got
going
like
like
nachos, and I was like, what?
I honestly
especially-
think a
yeah.
nacho flew at me.
especially just there was one point too, because that was my first D-Box experience.
Mine too.
There was one point where
And I will
Joe's
never
not.
do it again.
Joe's not allowed to buy the tickets.
someone breaks hard in their car, and did you feel your chair like
It felt like
it felt like you broke? And I was like, what the hell? I had my my drink, and I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it was, or even if there was like a camera movement, like some sort of like swooping shot, like that kind of stuff.
Oh,
you
that
could
swooping
feel,
shot, or like
Yeah, it would
And
lead
I'm
you-
like, I feel like I'm on a boat. Like I feel seasick. I turned it on the lowest level for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, nah.
I want someone to watch like a found footage, like handy cam.
Oh my
movie
God! Like, what if you
in one of
sat through
those.
like Cloverfield? Exactly. That thing?
Cloverfield,
You would
Blair Witch,
You would vomit
Chronicle, yeah,
so fast.
Paranormal Activity, like all that. I'd be down.
You realize it's like people's jobs to program those chairs to match the movie,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
It took me out of it. I don't. You know when people are
I
behind
don't
you
like it.
in like film, in the movies or theater or even a ball game, and they're just kicking the back of your chair.
That's what it felt like.
That's
for
what it
2
felt
hours?
like for me. And
Yeah,
and
I don't think I'll ever buy D-box
that
again.
annoyed the crap out of me.
The
don't
reason
need my
why
chair
I
to
got them was I was
vibrate.
like, would you like to reserve seats? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then I just automatically reserved the D-box and I didn't pay attention. And that's how I got
Yeah.
stuck with them.
Well,
But what are you going to do?
Because with the app now too, it took me a minute because they will show the same times, but it's two different things, and you have to just pay attention. One is like if you type on
like
D-box,
AVX, D-box, and then just like
you
regular.
you're just like whatever. I don't know
What are you going to do?
what they gonna do about this.
So, yeah. Anyways, aside from the ridiculousness of the moving chairs, what else did you enjoy about the movie, Marissa?
Like I said earlier, I really liked the soundtrack.
Soundtrack was great.
I
It was
like-
Barracuda was great when it came out. There was that,
Wasn't Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the movie about the...
Final Destination 3.
No, not that one. And I think she was in that too. But I mean, about...
Die Hard 4.
Yeah, she was in that too. Oh, crap. What's the Joan Jett movie? Wasn't she in that? Or am I
don't
thinking
even
of
know.
something else
What's
completely
the Joan
different?
Jett movie?
Well,
I don't even know who Joan Jett is.
isn't she like the singer of the Runaways?
I don't know.
off.
Oh, the
No,
Runaways
that was
movie?
Kristen Stewart.
Was
Wasn't
that
it?
Yeah,
Kristen
that was Kristen
Stewart?
Stewart and
Okay,
like Dakota
they-
Fanning or something like that.
they-
right? Wasn't it called The Runaways?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They have a resemblance then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a slight one, enough
No,
for
you
a
know what she
dum-dum
was
like
in though?
me to be
She was in
confused.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, she is Ramona Flowers.
Yeah. That is a killer comic book movie, man. Give me that. She was brilliant in that. I loved it. To me that's a very underrated movie.
So you wanted more Birds of Prey and less Harley Quinn.
No, I don't think you had to sacrifice Harley Quinn. I think what you need to sacrifice were like the weak links. For
Meaning
me,
the
the weak links
child.
was that kid and was Montoya, because again, I didn't expect her to kind of join them at the end. I thought that she would end up being like captain and to be like more of respectful rivalry with her and Harley. Like at the end, like that's
which I think could have worked a lot better.
I thought they were going that route, but instead, like she quits and blah blah blah.
Becomes a bird of prey.
Yeah, because I don't know if that actually happens in the comics. So that might happen. I don't know. Don't quote me on that or anything.
And if it doesn't, I mean, they're obviously trying to go with their own route of things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the title of this movie can be confusing. Like realistically, I found it very fun. I really enjoyed what I saw. Again, I already said the performances that I liked, but I mean,
yeah, I really thought Margot Robbie did an amazing job.
She is good.
Yeah,
she's great.
And she was a producer on the film.
But there was back in the day, there was talks that they were either going to do Birds of Prey or Gotham City Sirens. Again, I don't know much about the Gotham City Sirens. Maybe that's Catwoman and Harley and Poison Ivy or something.
Right.
I don't know, but they should have done that.
Again, there's all kinds of things, but I think this is really based off of the popularity of
her.
Oh yeah,
and she produced it.
She was a popular Halloween costume a few years ago.
Yeah, well, okay. Here's another thing. She probably still will be, but this was a rated R movie. Mm-hmm. So the kids that want to see Harley Quinn
there was like an 8-year-old in the theater. What the hell was that about? That's not a movie for 8-year-olds.
I told you, he was probably there with his older brother.
Well, whatever.
Probably. And then I guess, again, I didn't like some of the way Quentin Tarantino like time jumped it. Because, okay, when I said to you, why is she still wearing that shirt? Montoya. She had this dumb shave my balls shirt on.
Oh yeah.
And it was funny in the first scene.
It was like
she had nothing to wear.
She worked for like half the movie.
But because you know what? I think it was like the third or fourth scene and they had already done a bunch of time skips or time jumps back and forth. But like Black Mask had done like 4 costume changes at least.
Oh, Ewan McGregor was all about the fancy suits. He was channeling a lot of Miami Vice, like with like the linen suit.
Oh yeah,
and, like, the pink and the white.
But I'm sorry, I loved
suit
it.
And tan.
No, but he had the pink jacket once with the cuffed pants.
I'm not gonna lie,
I loved it. I was like, yes,
it's nice
sir.
to see a fellow ginger kicking ass, even though he's a villain.
Well,
is Ewan McGregor a ginger?
Have you seen his beard?
Yeah, you guys are more ginger beards than ginger hair.
How dare you?
You may never get an invite back.
Yes,
you cut off.
You cut off.
It worked.
But I also didn't like, again, like I said, how he never wore the mask, and I believe the origin of the mask is he's supposed to get in some explosion or a fire, and it melds to his face.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And that's why he can't take it off, and that's why he ends up being called Black Mask. But
how does he eat?
I don't know. Comic book logic. You probably cut a hole where his lips are.
Yeah, but what if it's melded to his face? There's no hole. There's no pie hole open.
Basically, he eats via a straw.
I don't know.
Lots of smoothies. Hope he has a Vitamix.
But I just thought he was so unceremoniously.
Hold on. Did this just become an ad for Vitamix?
I'm trying to get you sponsors, guys.
Vitamix. You can blend everything in it.
You can mix.
Join us, Vitamix.
You can make fucking soup.
And then I didn't like how he was killed off. I thought it was terrible, just annoying.
Why? Because he blew up into a bajillion pieces.
Spoiler alert!
It was funny because he was like, like looked so surprised, like ooh, and like flailing around when he realized.
But it wasn't even like a good fight. It was, I don't know. It was that dumb kid. The dumb kid.
That scene on the pier did lose me a little bit.
And then same thing with Victor Zsasz. He's supposed to be this crazy assassin. And he gets shot in the neck by Huntress out of nowhere.
To be honest.
And then it's Harley just like,
oh my God, that was hilarious.
See, I thought it was terrible. And then honestly, the women behind us, oh my God, it's hilarious. I was like, okay, is it though?
Well, I agree with them.
Like,
she does.
It was more so because she had like half a working arm because she'd been shot in the neck with like a
tranquilizer
dart.
Yeah.
She was like,
no. I mean, I get the gag.
It was more funny when it was like, stop, and she was like.
I would have thought it was funnier if it was just like a henchman.
Oh, then like a main character.
Because so in the comics, Victor Zsasz is
Danny
this
Castellano.
huge. Yes, Danny Castellano is this like big deal of like a hitman. and he's supposed to be really imposing.
He's supposed to be really scary. Like
I found him to be almost more of like a timid, like.
But he gets like a sexual gratification from killing people.
Yeah, I could see that he was like licking the faces.
But they made it more. He gets it off of killing women.
Which is,
and I was like, no, it's
not cool.
I don't know, but when he killed the Asian family that was hanging upside down.
But when he killed the dude, he was really quick about it.
It was when he.
But when he killed the two women and the girl, like the mother and the daughter,
and then
he was really little too into it.
And then when he was about to kill Harley, and he like opens his shirt and he's like, "I got a special spot for you." Like
it's like on his heart and all this.
So what did he do? Like, did he like?
He maims himself
every time that he kills someone.
He gives himself a scar every time he kills somebody.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Like that's what I mean. He's a nasty, terrible like character and like imposing character.
I didn't mind the Victor Zsasz they did set up in this movie, aside from that little part. But I mean, his death kind of left you wanting more.
Was he in Suicide Squad?
He's not in Suicide Squad.
Black Mask isn't in there.
No, he's not in there. So basically, like I told you before we saw this, you didn't really need to see Suicide Squad. All you needed to know was that Harley Quinn is broken up with the Joker.
Yeah, there was that. And the only other, I mean, they did show you a couple scenes, like her origin becoming Harley. They showed you that when she like fell into the chemicals and stuff. And
did that give her like superhuman powers?
No, it just messed up her skin.
Oh.
Yeah, they never really explain it very well.
Yeah.
Is that why she was like all milky white?
That's why. That's it.
Basically.
And even in the comics, I don't even know if it's that. I thought it's just makeup.
I think her origin actually is from the animated series, to be honest with you. So, like, the first time you ever see Harley Quinn is in the Batman animated series that aired in the early 90s.
Do you guys have like a rating system, like 3 gingers out of 5? Or
we don't have anything like that.
No, we haven't gone to the ginger system yet.
It's in development. Let's put it that way.
We'll get there.
We'll get there one day.
4 Carrot Tops out of 5.
Carrot Tops. Duracells.
Duracell. 4 Copper Tops.
Ginger beers.
If we
I love ginger beer.
I know you.
Ginger ale.
yeah, ginger ale's good when you have an upset tummy.
Yeah.
The ginger men. So
gingerbread men.
4 gingies.
4 gingies.
You get a gingy.
Oh, that'll be the award show after a year.
I'm also a big fan. Another sponsor you could get.
Not my gumdrop button.
Yeah. You guys could get Gingins. They're like these ginger candies that are supposed to help with nausea.
No, they're disgusting. Nope.
No, they're so good.
Wrong.
And the company is called the Ginger People. They would be very accepting.
That sounds like a frightening movie.
I was just gonna say it's like they're called the Ginger People.
The Ginger People.
They're coming for you.
Oh, God.
Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
But they can't hide because of
so sexual.
Flaming red hair. My mom really wanted me to be a ginger, so this is like an honorary.
We'll give you an honorary.
You know
card.
what? A side note.
It's orange.
A girl that we went to elementary school with, who was a good friend of mine for a long time, Megan. Her name was Megan LaFave. Her mom tried to dye her hair my color when we were kids. Like I don't know,
because she wanted a ginger.
No. She wanted to have her hair.
Yeah.
The same color as my hair. So she tried to dye it. And it went like bright orange.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, this was the mom did it?
The mom did this. The mom liked my hair and she tried to dye it my color.
You can't get it's very difficult, especially with like a box of at-home dye. Like,
And I remember I went to their house and she told me, she's like, she was so sad because it was like bright orange.
Yeah.
And she's like, I tried to have my hair like yours and it just didn't work. I'm like,
how old was she?
Oh, probably in her late 40s, maybe.
This is a mother. This
no,
isn't a child.
Old was? Oh, the mom.
The mother did this.
Yeah, the mom.
Sorry, I was understanding it that the mom dyed the kid's hair.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was the mom.
And on that note,
I'm sure if she went,
we've gone off on so many other topics.
If she went to a professional,
you know what's funny?
Worked.
Her name was Wendy.
Yeah.
And her husband's name was Dave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she looked like the girl on the Wendy's
logo.
Yeah. Logo. You know, her hair was a little brighter. So she looked
like a small child?
No, but her hair was a little brighter. But it was also ironic that
her husband had to go.
But it was ironic that her husband's name was Dave. Like, come on.
Did he make a good burger?
And Wendy's was their favorite food.
I did go to Wendy's once with them in real life. For reals.
Oh, boy. Oh, that gave us so much insight.
So final thoughts?
Yeah, final thoughts. Should we have Marissa let us know her final thoughts?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm just
I can see the hamster like
I'm just
running.
taking a poignant pause here.
A poignant pause.
Yeah.
Great word.
Instead of a pregnant pause, and people will be like, "What? Josh
Who's
is
pregnant?
No. I'm just
Not again.
no, I had something to say on that red hair tangent, and I'm not trying to take us back there, but now I don't remember.
Oh, no.
Anywho.
Okay, so final thoughts on the movie.
Yes,
Miss
final
Marissa.
thoughts on the movie.
Yes.
Again, of the like recent DC Universe's movies, this is the only one I think I've seen. No, sorry, I saw Wonder Woman, which I loved.
That's it?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
haven't seen like Shazam or anything?
No, fuck Shazam.
Actually, Shazam.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
kidding.
no.
I-
You would like Shazam.
Shazam
Shazam is fun.
fantastic.
Does it? Oh, who plays him? Zachary
Zachary-
Levi.
Yeah, that's-
Oh, yeah. Now I want to see it.
Oh,
Yes, yes, you do.
Someone to swoon
Oh,
over.
trust me.
No, it's not about swooning over. I think he's a great actor, and he
What, from Chuck?
no. He was in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which I just finished.
Oh, I didn't even
He
know
has
that.
a small role in it. So
He was also
I didn't know that either.
Entangled.
Entangled,
Let's be
too.
real.
Yeah.
Tangled. Who was he? The voice of Finn?
Yeah.
Oh,
My child has watched it so many times.
We're going to have to do that one, aren't we?
Tangled? This isn't-
oh my God! Can you please get Addison to do a? Sorry, can you please get your child to do a review of Tangled?
You know what? Maybe I'll do like a quick review.
That'll
Let's
be
take
fun.
a video. Addie, what'd you think of Tangled? It was great. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think that'll work. I think we might get some hits on that one.
Yeah.
Get her to give us like proper insight.
What? Oh, the wheels are turning.
She's a Ginge, isn't she?
No, but I was like, if we just did a bunch of quick reviews of like the animated movies
With her?
with her,
I'm in. Let's do it. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't think her mom would like it, to be honest.
What are you going to do?
What are they gonna do about it?
What are you going to do? All right.
Anyways,
sorry.
I thought, so there was parts of this movie that I really liked. I liked that it was female centric. I liked some of the fight scenes. I thought some of them were a little bit too drawn out. I mean, overall, I'd give it like, if we're going on a scale
Like
here,
out
I'd
of
give
5.
it like a 3 out of 5.
All right.
Okay.
3.5 out of 5.
Okay. That's
Okay.
not bad.
All
Not
right.
bad. Not bad.
It's, and again, like, in my opinion, there's things like movies or music, and like there's some stuff you watch or read or listen to that is like for entertainment value, and then some stuff is more of like, like emotional and like a cultural experience and that
Yes.
kind of stuff. This definitely would fall under like sort of an entertaining category, but
But
yeah,
not
I thought,
entertaining enough.
yes, not for Josh. But I definitely thought Margot Robbie
Sorry,
was
Margot.
really
I think you're
good.
pretty.
It's not all about her looks, Josh.
No, I think she's talented.
Okay, I'm done.
Joe, what are your thoughts?
Why do you do this to me? I hate you so much. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed, again, the fight sequences were fun. I loved Margot Robbie's performance. I think she gets better with every film that I've seen her in. Another movie of yours that you should check out, Josh, of hers that you should check out is Bombshell. She is awesome in that.
I've heard.
Everybody's
I do
awesome
wanna
in
see
that. As far as this goes, I think the biggest thing is I feel like Rosie Perez probably could have been stronger in performance-wise. I like.
I mean, she could have been the cop from Pineapple Express.
I would have loved that.
That'd have been amazing.
I know.
Gary Cole
With that
walks in.
like thick accent too.
That
like,
thick.
like it was like a Jersey almost accent.
Yeah, like that would have been.
It would have been so good. Like Boston almost.
Strangely enough, I picture Montoya like that.
What if that was Montoya? Like, what if that was her? That
Could
was
you
her
imagine?
like origin.
Because doesn't Montoya go dirty at some point in the comics as well?
I honestly I don't know. I doubt it. She's probably one of the characters that's like.
Oh no, they made her a
Shameless.
dirty cop in The Dark Knight. Because she has a small.
Right.
She's a dirty cop.
What,
part
was
of
it Montoya or was it
Yeah,
just?
I think it was Montoya. It's
I
a
don't remember.
smaller, like it's a very minimalized role, but I think it's
when
Montoya.
she had a hand in. Who was it? Like Harvey Dent or whatever.
It's The Dark Knight. So yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying about Rosie Perez's character. I did not dislike the child as much as you did, but I think you are very judgmental of child actors and you want perfection.
No, come on. I don't want perfection. I just want decent acting. I just want don't draw me like good acting. Stranger Things. Like, see,
those kids are phenomenal.
They were all kids and they were great.
Okay, I see what
apparently
you're
this
saying.
kid in Jojo Rabbit is amazing.
That's one I want to see.
And that's why he was nominated for like a Golden Globe. Like,
that's true.
Apparently that kid is fantastic.
And he came out of children actors that can be amazing. I didn't think the kid's performance was bad. I thought she did a good job. Again, it's
all the kids in Shazam were great.
Again, no, but like this character was not. It wasn't really fleshed out when you think about it.
I think
she's just a pickpocket orphan and who stumbled on. Like, they didn't give her much to work with,
but they gave her so much screen time. If they gave her less screen time, maybe I would have been.
But again, it was a Harley-centric movie, and most of her scenes were with Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So I think the idea is there. You're paying more attention to Harley Quinn than you are the child. Yeah. And so I'm so happy Brucey. Was still around.
Yeah, yes. Me too.
Everybody needs a pet hyena.
They wanted to use a real hyena for this movie.
God, no.
They wanted to. They actually went. Like, Margot Robbie went to someplace with a hyena, but like, no, it's too dangerous because they're like wild, vicious animals. Mm-hmm. So what they did was they actually took a big dog and just photoshopped like a hyena's face and whatever over top of it.
Oh, okay. So to make like the interaction more natural and stuff.
But it's just a big giant dog. That's why it kind of acts like a dog too.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
It was great.
So out of 5, what would you give it, Joe?
I'm gonna go with 3.5, really. I mean, it's not quite a 4, but it's
not quite a 3. That's
it's
why
enjoyable.
It's
enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. I give it 3 copper tops and half of one.
A copper mid. Copper midriff.
A copper buzz cut.
Yeah. So for me, like, I don't want to, like, that's the thing. I don't want to come across saying it's like a failure, because I don't think I've seen plenty of worse movies than this.
I think it's doing well at the box office too this week.
I don't know how well it's doing, to be honest.
The numbers aren't actually
but
out
it's
yet,
got a decent Rotten Tomato score, both from critics and audience.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are, like I said, there are things to like about it. Acting, characters, like, it's just, I think the way it was all presented could have been shifted a little. And I think where they put some focus where they didn't need to, and they could have built other characters up that needed to, because they're obviously setting up that ending. They're setting up a sequel, the way the gang is together, kind of thing. So it's like the people that are gonna be in that sequel are who I wanted to see in the movie
more of.
And again, I just wish they didn't kill off Ewan McGregor, because I would have liked to see more of him too. Really embrace, like,
you just want to see more of his wardrobe.
Hell yes.
It was quite awesome.
He looked fantastic.
With his monogram gloves and his rolled pants with loafers.
He looked fantastic. Let's be real.
What's your score?
I think it's going to be my look.
I'd give it somewhere 2.5 to a 3.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not the worst. It's not a 2. Like, it's not a failure. I just
wanted more.
All right. And there you have it for Ginger Flicks. This has been the Birds of Prey episode. Thank you, Marissa, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
A pleasure. The pleasure's all ours.
Yeah, I don't know what that accent was.
Neither do I.
Pleasure's all ours.
It's all ours.
I take back my
statement. So for Ginger Flicks, I'm Josh.
I'm Joey.
Thanks for tuning in. And
I'm Marissa.
And Marissa.
Yay!
And we'll see you all on the next one.